What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, please make sure you go ahead, slap that like button because it helps support the channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you do not miss a video. This is just vlog style, catching you up with my life, letting you know the ups and the downs and all the craziness. And right now, I could really use a moment to just vent. So if you don't know, a couple weeks ago, I went on an audition that was like an hour away. It was from one of my favorite roles in the world. I already had played this role before, so I was so excited to go out for it. It was actually for Horton the Elephant for Seussical. For anyone who's familiar with musicals, you'll totally understand. It's a beautiful role, very amazing vocals, amazing lines. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite shows in general, Seussical the musical. So I got callbacks for Horton. I went up there, I did the dance callback, and I did the regular vocal callback for Horton. And what I realized was just the act that I went on the audition and the callback and, you know, started that process was just so emotional. Like, for people may not understand, but before YouTube was drag, right? That was my outlet for creativity and living my life. Before drag was years of theater. And I mean, I would do all the shows my school would allow me to do, and then I would do community theater on the weekends and after school, and then in the summer do like 3 or 4 shows at a theater camp. Like, and I did that for years, like all of my childhood. So I love being on stage. I love acting and singing and musicals and Broadway. Like, all of that means so much to me. And although like my creative outlets have spiraled like off of theater, it always comes back to theater for me. Like, it always, like, everything I do is really like deeply rooted like in the act of like theater and just like all of that. So that process of, mind you, it's been my last show for a musical theater show was 2010. I've done, obviously, I do music online for drag. I've done performances in drag. Lots of that going on in between those years. But as far as like a structured musical like show, it's been since 2010. So the whole like, I just get giddy and excited just doing the audition process. So I go do the audition and I realize like I don't even care what happens because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this feels so good. Like, I'm definitely going to continue doing this. So I did not get the part, and like I said, I was just so elated and happy to be back out there, like singing on the callback was on the stage, and I got to like sing with the piano again with the musical director, and like I'm like getting emotional just thinking about it. Oh my gosh, it had been so long since I even done that. And you know, you guys see me on here like doing my reactions and doing like my vlogs, stuff like that. And it's just so sorry I got cut off in my last video, but what I was saying was that you guys see me on here doing reactions and making my own music, producing my own songs and showing my creative ways that way. But it's so interesting because my love for music originally began like with Broadway music and being on stage. So for almost a decade later to be shifting back to getting into auditions and just getting that flow back, it just feels like a full circle beautiful moment, and I'm just so happy to be back out there. But the first audition and not getting the part led me to finding out where other auditions might be, and one of my friends reached out to me and let me know that within a week there were Little Mermaid auditions. And if you don't know, Little Mermaid is, when I'm talking about my love for Disney and Broadway and music, circle back to theater. But even before the theater days, it was just me and that Little Mermaid VHS. That was my real, true, like, introduction to music and oh my gosh, and just like excitement. Like, it meant everything to me. You can ask any of my family members, any of my cousins. Like, I was the kid who showed up at Thanksgiving just singing Part of Your World under the table. Like, I was obsessed, still am to this day. I saw it on Broadway. Luckily my mom got me tickets when I was a teenager to see it on Broadway for its little short stint they had on Broadway. And it was amazing, and I gagged, and I listened to the album every day since then, and have always been so obsessed with the show. So of course, with my best friend telling me she's going to auditions, me coming out of the first audition I went to so fresh and ready to like do an audition, I went with her. And so that was the actual dance callbacks, because the way it worked was you sent in a video for auditions, and then you went for dance callbacks and slash callbacks. So we went there together, and I have so much going. Like, I'm gonna let you guys know something right now that I haven't announced yet on my social media. So this is exclusively for the people who watch my videos and care what I have to say, I guess. But I have been casted as a leading role in the Little Mermaid musical, and I will be playing Sebastian, and it's like a dream come true. And like, I wanted to come like tell this story and like get it out, because it's burning up inside me, and I'm rehearsing so much, and it's becoming my whole life. But I don't want to announce it yet because it's still in such early pre-production stages. But I'm gonna be on stage soon performing a lead role in one of my favorite shows ever. I'm so excited. And only you guys know. I have not announced officially and given dates and giving all that, because I really just want to focus on getting the character and my dialogue and vocals down. And then I feel like that's when I can feel comfortable doing more of a promotional thing for it. But I'm nervous and excited, and I want to share all those feelings like on camera with you guys, because this is about to be a really crazy next couple of weeks, and I want to remember the feeling of being unsure and not certain of what I can do, because I feel like in these next couple of weeks I'm really, really gonna like tap into parts of like my talent and my abilities that I never got to do before. And I'm like really scared. I'm really, really scared of the part. But I'm trying to live on that mentality of I would so much rather deal with fear than regret. Like, if I did not take this part and I did not do the show, I would regret it the rest of my life. And it's terrifying to go into a lead after a decade of not being on the musical stage. But I have been creative. I have been working on my talents in other ways, and I still can do this. And I can't wait to prove to myself that. And I'm just so happy and excited, and it's gonna be just such a journey, and I can already feel myself changing and like becoming stronger through this, because like music is healing and creative arts is healing. So doing something like this and getting it to tap into another character that I love so much and a show that I love so much, and live out one of my dreams, it's just very emotional. And I'm like, every day, like I start rehearsing, I start practicing, I start running lines, and I just like I get welled up with tears, because I'm like, oh my god, it's like this is happening. Like, oh my gosh, it's so cool, and I'm so excited. And if you guys could just comment below and just say like that you support and that you believe in me and that I can kill the role, like, oh, that would be great. Because like I want to, it's always been like my goal to like believe in myself the way like other people believe in me. And like, this is that role and that moment that people know I can do and know I can put on a good show in this performance. And I'm just always trying to get my head where other people is at. And I just know you guys know I can do this. So please let me know in the comments. Just so much is happening. I'm so excited and so happy. And let this be a reminder to just truly do not forget to chase your dreams. Like, that's the whole point, is that like I fell off the wagon of what I wanted and started to do what I kind of just had to do. And theater really means the world to me. And like I said, even before I got the part, just to be back out there auditioning, I was already getting a rush. I was already getting goosebumps. So now to be casted and be in mid rehearsals, it's the outcome of me trying. And I'm just very proud of that. So I love you guys. Let me know in the comments. I don't even know. Let me know just something cute to get me ready and excited and cheer me on, because it's going to be a crazy next couple weeks. But I know I can do this, and you can do whatever's on your mind too. Just go for it. Bye, guys.